Let's go ahead and wake up Mr. Pencil and get started with writing today. Here we go.
Good morning, Mr. Pencil.
Are you awake? He's awake. Class, stand. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Tell me what you think of me. Well, I think you did a great job. Give yourselves a high five. Turn and face your friends. Give them a high five. Nice job. You may be seated. All right, hands on your head, hands on your shoulders, hands in your lap, and eyes this way because look at these letters today. Whoa, one of them is super easy. The other one can be a little bit tricky, so eyes this way. This letter starts on a red dot. We're going to slant all the way to the ceiling. We're going to loop toward the houses. We're going to go down to the basement floor. This is where it gets tricky. We're not going to loop toward the houses. We're going to loop away from the houses, go up through the red or through the pink carpet. Then we're going to come down and end in a smile. Let me show you that. I'm going to show it to you real big. Watch. We start at the red dot. We slant up to the ceiling. We loop around and go down to the basement floor. I'm not going to loop toward the houses today. I'm going to loop away from the house. I'm going to go up through the pink carpet, then come down and end in a smile to make little F. That's going to be fun today. Peter, pointer up. Touch my red dot. Do it with me. Slant up to the ceiling. Loop toward the houses. Go down to the basement floor. Loop away from the houses. Go up past the pink carpet. Come down and end in a smile. Very nice. Give it a kiss. Good. All right, let's look at this one. This one starts on a red dot. Slants up to the dotted line. Retraces down to the basement floor. This one you are going to loop towards the houses and cross over at the pink carpet. Then I pick up my pencil and I make a dot. What letter is that, Mila? Little J. Way to go, little J. So let me show you little J. So easy. We're going to slant up to the dotted line. Watch, I am retracing. Let's check to see if I fall off the lines. Am I falling off?
No.
No, I'm going to go down to the basement floor. I'm going to loop toward the houses, and I'm going to cross over at the pink carpet. Now and then I'm going to put on a dot. Look at my dot. Now, I have to show you something. I know you can't see it because it's just a dot. Now, I don't want to see this. Oh, not pretty at all. In fact, I'm going to erase it right now because, oh, that is not pretty at all. We just want a dot. That's it. Now, what's so fun about these letters today is we're going to write blends and something else today.
A word.
We are going to write a word. Watch, Mrs. Stewart. I'm going to take this letter and I'm going to go up, loop around and cross over and end in a smile to make this blend. Let's see who can read this blend for me. Popcorn. William. Yes, good job. You may be seated. Now, if I make it into a word, watch this. Then I'm going to keep going through the dotted line, retrace back down the same line, end in a smile, and put on a bow tie. Wonder who could read that word for me. Popcorn. Lucia. Oh, try again. Say real loud. Jet.
Jet.
Jet. Would you like to fly in a jet? I would. I love to go on airplanes. I do. Good job. You may be seated. And then we are going to turn our letter F into a blend as well, and a word. And I'm going to let you see that on your paper in just a few minutes. Class, stand. Our letters live in what? Upstairs. Here we go. Upstairs, downstairs, in the basement. Upstairs, downstairs, in the basement. Upstairs, downstairs, in the basement. This is where our letters live. Quietly turn your chair into the table. While you're doing that, I'm going to pick a helper because I see a fun puzzle that needs to be solved. So I'm going to look for a puzzle solver. Let's see who could do that. I think I'm going to pick Johanna. Johanna, come. Will you come solve my puzzle? I like it. The rest of you, go ahead and pass out your papers, and we're going to solve this puzzle. Do you see I have some printed letters right here? What letter is this? Y.
Z. P.
Can you find the ones that are in cursive? What one is a cursive Y? Let's see if she finds it.
This is what it looks like.
Well, think about it. Think what it looks like. Yes, you found it. Good. All right. Now do the Z. Yes. Last one. Good job. All right, let's check her work. Look over, come stand over here. Let's see. This is Y. Did she match it to the right one?
Yes.
Yes. How about Z? Is this the right one?
Yes.
Yes. And how about P?
Yes.
She did it. Say hip hip hooray, Johanna. Way to go. I'm proud of you. Good job. Thank you. Boys and girls, watch, and maybe you have one too already that your on-site teacher has done for you, and you can match yours as well. It is fun to be a puzzle solver. It is. Take out your pencil check. Daddy says, Mommy says,
I love you.
and the baby say,
I love you.
very nice job. Now I see there's another puzzle we're going to solve, but we're not going to do that puzzle yet. We will do that at the end. Pencil rest on the teacher card and eyes this way. First, we're going to make or trace the letter F. Eyes this way. Your pencils and pencil rest. Your helper hands in the corner, and your eyes are on the chalkboard. Let's see how fast I got your eyes. Very nice. Watch. We're going to start on the red dot. We're going to slant up to the ceiling. Loop toward the house, go down to the basement floor, loop away from the house, go up through the pink carpet, come down and end in a smile. Go to the first house, the first red dot. First house, first red dot. Begin. Slant up to the ceiling. Loop toward the houses, go down to the basement floor, loop away from the house, go up through the pink carpet, come down and end in a smile. Pencil rest on the teacher card. Wow, table 2, mostly table 3 and all of table 1. Way to go. And boys and girls watching, way to go. Now we're going to turn that letter F into a blend. Watch me. I slant up to the ceiling. I loop toward the houses, go down to the basement floor. Ooh, I like to catch to see whose eyes are on me. I loop away from the houses, go up through the pink carpet, come down. As I end in my smile, I'm going to go up to the dotted line, retrace down to the pink carpet, end in a smile, and put on my dot. Read that blend in your brain. Boys and girls watching, what is that blend? Fig. Good job. They are working hard. All right, let's trace the blend fig. Go to the second red dot. Begin. Slant up. Let me check some chairs right here so we have good posture and some papers. Make sure your paper is slanted. Your toes are tucked inside. and you're sitting up straight and tall. Keep those toes inside. Loop toward the houses. Go down to the basement floor. Loop away from the house. Come up through the pink carpet. Come down, go up to the dotted line, retrace down, end in a smile, and put on a dot. Pencil rest on the teacher card. Now we get to make it into a word. We know the blend is fit. Let's find out what this word is. I slant up to the ceiling. I loop toward the houses, cross over down to the basement floor. I loop away from the houses, go up, come down to the pink carpet. I go back to the dotted line, retrace down the same line to the pink carpet, go back up through the dotted line, retrace down to the pink carpet, and in a smile, put on my bow tie, and I'm going to put on my dot. Wonder what word that is. Angelina, what is it?
Fit.
Fit. Good job. Begin. Start at the red dot. Begin. Slant up to the ceiling. Loop toward the houses. Go down to the basement floor. Loop away from the house. Go up and then come down to the pink carpet. And then as you're ending in your smile, you're going to go back up to the dotted line. Retrace down the same line to the pink carpet. Go up and through the dotted line. Retrace down to the pink carpet and end in a smile. Put on your bow tie and your dot. Good. All right. Let's go to the second house. Pencil rest on the teacher card and eyes this way. I'm going to start on the red dot. I slant up to the dotted line. I retrace down the same line to the pink carpet, loop toward the houses, cross over at the pink carpet, and put on my dot. Your turn. Go to the second house, the first red dot. The first red dot is by the
House.
Good. Begin. Slant up to the dotted line. Retrace down to the basement floor, loop toward the houses, cross over to the pink carpet, put on a dot. Pencil rest on the teacher card. Eyes this way. I start at the red dot. I slant up to the dotted line. I go down to the basement floor, loop toward the houses, cross over, and I go up to the dotted line, loop around, cross over, and end in a smile. Go back and put on my dot. Go to the second red dot in the second house. Second red dot in the second house. Begin. Start at the red dot. Slant up to the dotted line. Retrace down the same line. Loop to the basement floor. Loop toward the houses. Go up to the dotted line. Loop around. Cross over. End in a smile. Pencil rest on the teacher card. And now we get to make our word. Oh, this is going to be fun. I wonder how to do it. Let's see. I start at the red dot. I slant up to the dotted line. I'm going to go down to the basement floor. I'm going to loop toward the
Houses.
I'm going to cross over and I'm going to go back to the
Dotted line.
I'm going to loop around and cross over to the
Pink carpet.
I'm going to go up and go through the
Dotted line.
I'm going to retrace down the same line to the
Pink carpet.
I'm going to end in a
Smile.
I have two things left. I'm going to put on my
Dot.
dot and I'm going to put on a
Bow tie.
yes, you got it. Good job. Here we go. Last one.
This one.
All right, boys and girls watching, you got this too. Here we go. Start at the red dot. Slant up to the dotted line. Retrace down the same line to the basement floor. Loop toward the houses. Cross over and go up to the dotted line. Loop around and cross over. Go back up and through the dotted line. Retrace down the same line to the pink carpet. Put on your bow tie and your dot. Very nice job. Way to go. You are working so hard. So now we get to do our puzzle. I'm so excited. Now, oh, this little girl looks like she's doing something I love to do. Shopping for shoes. Oh, this is so fun. So let's look at it. It says match each word to the correct picture. So Let's read that first word together. It's one of the words that we just wrote. So look at your paper and let's sound it out. If it fits, fit. Now, which one of these pictures looks like fit? The little girl trying on a pair of shoes, or the jet?
The shoe.
The little girl putting on the shoes because she's trying to see if the shoes will what?
Fit.
Fit. Good. So you're going to draw a line from the little girl to the word fit. Do that now. Make a nice, neat line. Let's read the next word. Sound it out. Jet, jet. And where will we draw that line? To the
Jet.
And what do we do in a jet? We
Fly fast.
fly fast. Yes, jets are very fast. I wonder where we could go in our jet.
Mexico.
You want to go to Mexico? Mexico would be fun. Boys and girls watching, maybe you're watching from Mexico and we could come visit you. That would be a lot of fun. Well, I'm glad you worked very hard today on your papers, boys and girls. Keep doing your best today and keep learning how to write those blends and those words.